Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, as you can read the title, I'm going to create 5 different looks using one single palette because why not make full use of the palette? And today's choice of palette is going to be the Haute Haute Heat palette, and this is from LA Girl. And this is how it looks up close. Just before we get started, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I want to share with you a few things before we jump into the video. The base makeup for all the looks are going to be the same, and I will list down and mention all the products I've used on my face and in this video in the description box down below for you guys to check it out. I'm going to create all the looks with and without false lashes. Just in case you don't wear false lashes, you will see how the look is without wearing false lashes. I'm also going to try creating looks that are extremely wearable, and I'm not going to use any external products like the glitters or any other products that may enhance the look. I'm also going to try using maximum number shades from the palette because that's how we will be able to take out full use from the palette. And now let's jump into our palette to get our 5 looks. So I have applied a little bit loose powder under my eyes. I have also prepped my eyelids. That is, I have applied a little bit eyeshadow base, or you can apply a concealer if you want, and I have set it with a loose powder so that it does not budge. And now we are going to move on to our eyes, and for that I'm going to take a fluffy brush and this light brown shade from the palette, which is right over here. It's a beautiful color for a transition shade, and I'm just going to apply it right above my crease so that it acts as a perfect transition color. Then for my crease color, I'm going to go in with this color from the palette, and I'm just going to take it a little bit, tap off the excess because this is extremely pigmented, and I'm going to apply it in the outer corners of my eye as well as the inner corners. And we're going to create a halo effect. I'm also tapping the product first because that's the way I like to do, and then I like to blend it further in circular motions or in swiping motions. As I go along, I'm also connecting the upper line, which is around my crease, and I'm just connecting both the sides of the eyeshadow, just like so. With the tip of my brush, I'm also going to blend the light brown shade that we applied before so that it just diffuses it with this deep green blue color. And for my lower lash line, I'm going to take a Morphe M124 and I'm just going to apply it in my lower lash line. Now I'm going to leave a little bit space in the lower lash line so that we can apply the same color that we're going to apply on the lid, and we're going to apply the same color in our lower lash line. Now I'm going to take the Morphe 124 brush, and with this shimmer shade which goes perfectly with this color, I'm just going to apply it in the centers of my lid. And the way I'm applying it is, first I'm taking the brush all the way up to my natural crease, and then I'm pressing it and just pulling it down towards my lash line. Once I'm done with that, I'm just spreading the product only on the centers of my lid so that I get a beautiful halo effect, and I'm going to do the same on my lower lash line. It's important to press and pull down the product so that we're getting the maximum pigmentation out of the product. And again, to blend it out, I'm just going to take the other matte shade from the palette that we applied before in the corners of our eye, and I'm just going to tap on both the corners just to blend out the shimmer shade with the matte shade. You can also swivel your brush very lightly in circular motions just to blend out the products. I'm taking another pencil-like brush, and the transition shade that we applied before, I'm just going to blend out the lower lash line so that we do not see any harsh edges. Now I'm going to dust off the loose powder under my eyes, apply some mascara, wear a pair of false lashes, and to finish off my look number 1, we are going to apply a liquid lipstick from LA Girl because why not? And this is in the shade Dreamy, and I will show you my look number 1. This look, I've already applied some loose powder under my eyes so that if you have any fallout, we can easily clean it off by just swiping off the loose powder under our eyes. Now I have also applied a little bit foundation on my eyes, and to set it, I'm going to take this lightest color from the palette, which is this one, because it matches the shade of my eyelid and the complexion. I'm going to set my eyelid, and I'm just tapping it all over my eyelid so that little bit foundation that I've applied on my eyelid will just settle down and I will not have any creases. Next, I'm taking this brown shade from the palette, and with my PAC 161 brush, I'm just going to tap a little bit, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to apply it in the outer corners of my eye in circular motions. I'm going to go all the way up to my natural crease, and I'm going to take it a little bit to the inner corners as well, because for this look we are going to create a cut crease and we need to enhance and intensify our crease. So for that we are going to take this dark color all the way to the inner corners. Next, to blend out the harsh edges towards my brow bone, I'm taking the same fluffy brush that we used to apply the lightest brown shade, which is to set the eyelid. I'm just going to run it over to soften the edges. Now I'm going to cut my crease, and I'm taking a flat brush, and I have also taken some concealer on the back of my hand, and the concealer that I'm using is also from PAC, and the way I am cutting my crease is from the inner corners following my natural crease, and I am just creating a half semicircle and I'm just filling it in. And then going in with this shade from the palette, and this is a little pinkish goldenish shade from the palette, and a flat brush. I'm going to apply it on the outer side of my cut crease, and I'm just going to blend it along the the brown shade we applied, and I'm just pressing it and pulling it to get the maximum pigmentation out of this product. I am leaving a little bit space towards the inner corners, which is 1/3 of my eye, so that we can apply another shade that will blend beautifully with this pink shade. And that is this color from the palette, because this also has some pink sheen to it, and that's what we're going to apply in the inner corners. And honestly, I don't really have to work too hard to blend both these colors because they just blend on their own. Then I'm going to take the brown shade from the palette, and with a stiffer pencil-like brush, I'm just going to blend the pink shade and the brown shade so that it looks a little seamless. And I'm also going to just lightly enhance the cut crease that we created by taking this brown shade over it. And as I am using this brown shade, I will also apply it in my lower lash line. Before I go ahead and forget this step, I'm going to take a pencil brush and this shade from the palette, and I'm going to apply it in the inner corners of my eye. Now I'm going to take an eyeliner, and the one that I'm using is from Inglot, and I'm going to create a winged eyeliner. The brush that I'm using is an angular brush, and this is from MAC 218. To finish off my look number 2, I'm going to dust off the loose powder under my eyes, apply some mascara and a pair of false lashes. I will also wear a lipstick. Actually, I'm wearing a combination of 2 lipsticks, and these are both from Inglot. They are in number 417 and 425, and I will show you my look number 2. For this look, I'm going to take this light color from the palette, and I'm going to just tap it on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to tap it all over my eyelid just to set the little bit foundation we have applied on our eyelids while doing the rest of our face. Then I'm going to take this dark brown shade from the palette, and with a stiffer brush, this is a crease brush from PAC, and the number is 161. I'm just going to tap the product and dust off the excess, and I'm just going to apply it in the outer corners of my eye. As I go along, I'm also going to apply it above my natural crease because we want a dramatic look for this one. And I'm just going to apply it right above my natural crease and just blend it out. I'm also going to create an outer V, and then I'm going to fill half of my eyelid with the same color. Then with a smaller brush, and this is from PAC 381, I'm going to take the same shade and I'm going to apply it in the outer corners of my eye in my lower lash line. I'm also going to apply it till the center of my lower lash line. I will connect it to the upper eyeshadow and the extended wing, actually the outer V that we have created. Then with the same brush and the black shade from the palette, I'm just taking it from the tip of the brush. I'm also going to dust off the excess. I'm going to apply it in the outer corners of my lower lash line. I'm also going to extend it upward towards my brows, and I'm going to just smoke it out and blend it with the dark brown shade we applied before. I'm also just going to extend my outer V with this shade, and actually I'm just enhancing it, and I'm taking a little bit of this shade to my natural crease as well. Then I'm taking the same fluffy brush that we applied the lightest color from the palette to set our foundation. I'm just going to run it over to soften the edges. Now with the flat brush, I'm going to take this shade from the palette because this will just go beautiful with the colors that we have already used, and I'm going to just apply it in the inner corners all the way to the centers of my lid. And the way I'm applying it is in flickering motions by just pressing it and pulling it down to get the maximum pigmentation and that beautiful silvery coppery sheen from this color. So this is not a very stiff cut crease, so with the tip of the brush I'm just going to lightly blend and soften the edges of this color. And then with the same brush that we applied the black shade with, I'm taking a little bit of the brown shade and I am just blending these two colors together. To finish off this look, I'm going to dust off the loose powder under my eyes, apply some mascara and a pair of false lashes, and I will also wear a lipstick. And today I am going to wear a lipstick from K Beauty, and this is a lip crayon in the shade Spotlight. For this look, I've done one eye off camera because I was not very sure on how to use the colors, but I am so happy with the way it has turned out. So let me show you how to do this eye, and for that I'm taking the same fluffy brush and this light shade from the palette, and I'm just going to set whatever foundation we have on our eyelid. Next, I'm taking another brush and this shade from the palette. I'm going to apply it in the creases, and actually I'm going to apply it right above my natural crease line. Then taking a flat brush, I'm taking this beautiful, extremely bright golden shade and I'm generously applying it on my brush, and then I am just going to apply it on all over my eyelid in swiping motion, and I'm just pressing it and pulling it, and you have to ensure that I'm not going to extend it over and outside my eyelid. I'm also just going to take it up to my natural crease, and I'm going to blend out the harsh lines with the tip of the brush. To blend it further, you can just apply the light brown shade that you applied with before. Then taking a pencil brush and this blue shade from the palette, just taking it from the tip of the brush, I am just going to apply it in my lower lash line. As I apply it, I'm going to extend it outside towards my eyebrows. And I'm also going to apply it all the way till the inner corners of my eye. So the way I'm applying it is, first I've created a base and the line for this eyeshadow, and then I am just tapping it all over it. To finish off our look number 4, I will dust off the loose powder under my eyes, apply a pair of false lashes and some mascara, and I will also apply a lipstick, and this is from Nykaa and this is in the shade 01. And for my final look, I have done one eye off camera because I was using bright colors and I wanted to be extremely sure of what I am doing. And now let me show you how I did the other eye. So first, I'm again going to take a fluffy brush, and with this shade from the palette, this is the perfect shade for me to set the little bit foundation that I have on my eyelids. And I'm just tapping it all over my eyelid, going all the way to the brow bone. Next, I'm taking a fluffy brush, and with this shade from the palette, I'm going to apply it as my transition color, and I'm going to apply it right over my natural crease. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take a brush from Morphe, and this is B83, and I'm taking this purple shade from the palette. I'm taking it generously and I'm not going to tap it because I don't have to worry because I have applied loose powder under my eyes, and I'm just going to tap it first right on my natural crease, and I'm going to go all over to the inner corners of my eye. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to extend it outward, just creating a wing so that we get a beautiful dramatic eye. And then I am going to just blend out the harsh edges towards the brows, and I'm just going to blend it with the previous shade. While I'm blending, I'm just taking the shade a little bit above my natural crease, and this will just make our eyes look bigger. And then I'm going to connect it to the upper lash line, just making it an extended outer V. Then I'm taking this shade from the palette with my Morphe G15 brush. This is a flat brush, and I'm going to apply it on the centers of my eyelid, wherever we did not apply the purple shade, which is almost all over our eyelid. And then with the tip of the brush, I am going to just blend it out with the purple shade we applied before, only on the top of our eyelid. Going back to the brush we applied the purple shade with, without taking any more eyeshadow, I'm just going to lightly diffuse both the colors together. Then I'm taking this pink shade from the palette, and with my finger I am just going to apply it only on the centers of our lid. Then I'm taking an angular brush and this black shade, the brush is 208 from MAC. I am going to create a thick winged eyeliner. So I'm going to start from the center and I'm going to go all the way to the inner corners. Notice that I am just creating a thin line towards the inner corners, and as I go towards the outer corners, I am going to make it a thicker winged eyeliner. And the reason that we have not applied a liquid eyeliner is that because we want a smoked out effect, and that can only happen with the black eyeshadow. So first I'm going to create a rough sketch of the eyeliner, and then once I'm happy with it, I am just going to take the eyeshadow and I am just going to tap it so that it becomes more intense, and I'm tapping it closest to my upper lash line. As I've told you before that I like to do my eyes before I do my face, but for this video I had to do my face before my eyes. But I have to tell you that when you're doing this look without your face makeup on, you can just sharpen your wing to another level and that will look gorgeous. Then I'm taking a small smudge brush from Morphe, and this is B16, and with this shade from the palette, I'm only going to tap it on the centers of my lid right above where we finish the liner, and that will just give it a boom effect to our eyes. I'm also going to apply this shade in the inner corners of my eye, and I'm going to lightly blend it out with the other shade. Now I'm going to dust off the loose powder under my eyes, apply some mascara and a pair of false lashes, and to finish off our final look, I'm going to wear a liquid lipstick, and this is from Kingdom of Lashes in shade Flirty Peach. So these were my 5 looks, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you liked all the looks. Please do let me know which look was your favorite in the comment section down below. Please do also let me know if you want me to create 5 different looks using any particular palette of your choice. I would be happy to create that for you. And I will see you very soon in my next video. But please take a moment to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Till then, take care and thank you so much for watching.